Hi, Edwin. How are you?
Hello, teacher. I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. We're gonna wait some minutes for the other students, okay?
Okay, teacher. Teacher, I have a question.
Yes.
Teacher, when is the last class?
Next Tuesday is the last class.
Tuesday or Thursday?
Tuesday, el martes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Mhm. Okay, we're gonna start, okay, Edwin, if it's okay for you. Because I don't know if someone else is coming. Um, Today is in not so difficult. I'm gonna show you my screen. Mm. So, thank you and welcome for being in this class. And I hope you had a nice day. And yeah, today we're gonna talk about real life English. Like, we're gonna do some conversational practice with role play um, exercise. Okay, just so we practice demo speaking. But before we start, I would like to ask you some questions. So, what would you do in these situations? For example, what would you do if you are in a hotel and, for example, in a hotel in Bogota or where a place where it's cold and you want to shower with hot water? How what would you do if you have no hot water, for example? What would you do?
Heat water.
You would heat water,
Yes.
or but if you are in a hotel room, if you are in a hotel room and you don't have a a stove, you don't have a place where, like a kitchen, where you can heat water. What do you do? And you don't want to shower, for example, with cold water. What would you do?
So I will take a shower or cold water with cold
With cold
water.
water?
Yes, but quickly.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, why not? I will, if it's too cold, maybe, or maybe you could ask at the reception if they can repair the hot water, maybe. But if you want to shower with cold water, it's also a good option. Um, Hi, Edison, how are you?
I teacher fine.
Okay. Hi, Alex, how are you? Alex, I don't hear you. I don't hear you, Alex. Hi, Maria, how are you? It's been long time ago.
Hi, teacher. Sorry.
Okay. Guys, I was
Now you
talking.
can hear me?
Ah, yes, now it's good, Alex. Super.
Okay. It's a pleasure.
Okay. So, guys, now, uh, because you just arrived, I was planning, Edwin, that today we're gonna do some role play activities, like just to practice conversation. Okay, we're gonna find like different situations. Okay, and just so you know to practice speaking. Mm, And I was asking Edwin what he would do if you arrived in a hotel room and he has no water, no hot water. Um, so what would you do, Edison, for example, if someone skips the line in front of you?
I would try to reason with him that he cannot do that, and if he tries to start an argument, well, I just let him be, but no one else can cut the line. I don't like starting arguments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is always a good way to do the things, right? Um, um, what would you do, Alex, if you lose your wallet at the airport? Or not at the airport, but maybe somewhere like in a mall or something. If you lose your wallet, what do you do?
Uh, I would try to come back and start to look everywhere. So I don't know. So slowly and start to ask to different people that stay in the place.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's also a good idea. And it's really, I mean, I'm always scared to lose my wallet. I hope I never do. Maria, what, for example, if you are in a hotel, you arrive to your room and in Bogota
Teacher,
or a cold city, yes,
lo que pasa es que se escuchaba como entrecortado.
¿sí? ¿Será que soy yo? Mi internet, espérate.
No lo sé. Es que como le comuniqué también estoy teniendo problemas con mi internet.
Ah, pero ahorita sí me escuchas bien.
Sí, ahí sí lo escucho bien.
So, Marie, what would you do if you are in a hotel and your room has no hot water?
Um, if my hotel room has no hot water, I will call the reception to ask for help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good idea. The first thing to do to call reception. Yeah, guys. So now I want to that you share with me some like experience, okay? And I'm gonna ask you also some of these questions. Mm, and you tell me if you ever heard a situation, you tell me, or if it happened to you, then pues, of course you tell me what happened. So Edwin, have you ever returned something at a store? Edwin?
Yes, teacher, excuse me.
Have you ever returned something at a store?
Yes. I
What?
I think I would return something at last once
And what did you return?
when I bought a shirt that looked awesome online, but when
Mm.
I arrived, it was two sizes too big and made
Ah,
of plastic feeling fabric.
okay, I understand. You didn't like it anyways. And did you get it? Did you get your money back, or did you exchange it for some for another share?
Exchange for another.
Okay, that's good. So thank you, Eddie. Edison, have you ever missed a flight or a bus?
Um, yes, I have missed a lot of buses in here in my town. Not to travel a lot of distance, but yes, I have missed a lot. I usually take the bus to go to a barber shop that is very, very far, just because I know the barber. And
Okay.
every time that I get out of the barber, that I am done. I am gonna wait the bus on the corner, and I always miss out. The bus passes, and I'm just like, oh, okay. Then I'm gonna walk. Then
Then you need to wait. Is
yeah,
it
no, I
it
usually
takes it takes
I
long for the next bus?
sometimes I usually grab it and like in the afternoon at 3 at 2. So that hour is very, very. There's a lot of traffic. There's a lot of traffic. So yes, there was
Mm-hmm.
really there was.
But okay. Yes, always it's no good every time that you miss um a flight or a bus or a train, whatever transport is really not so nice to wait, or sometimes you need to pay more and stuff like this. So, Alex, have you ever complained in English?
On occasion, I try to write a complaint in YouTube, but people start too loud because I don't know how to express in typical, I don't know, typical items. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Start to mm, I don't know, feeling sad and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, sadness.
Sadness.
um, and start to try to learn how the people start to talking about and telling different things.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, when it comes to complain, also when you need to complain in some situation, it's hard. I think it's hard to tell the things that you need to do sometimes. Even in Spanish, it's hard, I think, because you don't know how people's gonna take it. Thank you, Alex. Maria, have you ever helped a tourist?
Yes, I have. One time a tourist asked me for direction on the street, and he was looking for a store. so I explained how to get there and even walked with him for a few blocks to make sure um, he was going to the right way. And he was really
Mhm.
thankful, and it felt good to help.
And did you do everything in Spanish or in English?
Spanish.
Okay. Was it good? Did you understand him?
Yes.
Okay, nice, Maria. So now today it's not like grandma time, it's more like advice, kind of advices. Um, yeah, so because when we when we want to ask for something in English or when we want to express like a complaint or when we want to help someone or when we ask for help, things like this in English. Mm, Sometimes we want to say something, but we forget about small, tiny things that make a difference. That make a difference when you're talking in this in every situation. And yeah, here are some first that before we start that I wanted to give you some advices. So before we start, here are some expressions that you can use when you make, for example, a polite request. Always remember that uh, when you ask for something or when you make a complaint, it's important that you are friendly and polite. Okay. Uh, so using sentences like "Could you please?" or "Would it be possible to?" and is or by when it comes to expressing problems, you can also say like, "I'm afraid there is a problem with that, with this, with the air conditioner, with the food." Sometimes when you go to a restaurant, for example, that you get uh the order that you didn't pay for. Okay, so you want to express that you didn't order and that you would like to have your the right food or things like this. That sometimes you don't know or you don't express yourself because you don't know how to tell or how to complain, for example. Or yeah, this one something isn't working properly. Um, or when it comes, for example, with clarifying, like, sorry, could you repeat that? Or what do you mean by that? And I think these ones are very important because sometimes when you are talking English, you maybe you understood, but sometimes you want to hear again so you confirm or you are sure that you listened well, right? It happens to me as well, when it's something important, if for example for a direction or when I'm at the airport and they tell me your gate is in this place, for example, your gate or where is the ATM or something like important, really important things, or where is the bus stop, for example. And if you don't understand, then you miss it. You miss what you needed, and just because you didn't confirm what you heard. So sometimes I double check, you know, and I also ask, even if I understood, I also ask like double, like two times the same because I want to make sure I'm not missing my things. So sentence like this, like, sorry, could you repeat, or what do you mean by that? Then they help you as well. And then offering solutions, like if it's in case you are helping a tourist or someone in a store or something like this, uh, you know, expressions like "let me check that for you" or "I'll take care of it right away." Mm, and now, there are many sentences, like tons, but I'm not gonna explain all of them. and um, I just wanted to focus more like on the tips. Yeah. Mm, these are some of the tips that help me in my English every day. And the first one is to use polite expressions with people, of course, that I don't know. When I'm gonna ask something, the more polite you are, the more or the like you have more chances to get what you want. To be honest, if you are friendly and if you are more like impolite, extra polite, it's almost 100% that you get what you want. Um, so yeah, it always works. Then number two, to stay calm if you forget a word. And I think it's not so important to understand everything if you are talking with someone. Of course, if it's a direction, it's better maybe that you ask 2 times, but ask. Don't be afraid and ask if you need to ask. And but if you also don't understand everything, it's also if you understand the context more or less, then I think it will help you out. And because yes, if you are stressed, you're not gonna understand anything. Then the third one would be to focus on communication and a perfection. Like these two are, like together. Um, you don't need to be perfect. Uh, I think we all make mistakes at some point, even if we know English already, we still make mistakes. Sometimes myself, I just want to talk pretty fast and then I don't pay attention in grammar and then I just say mistakes and I know I'm making mistakes, but I just want to talk fast. So I don't know. If it's just enough to focus on communication, then you don't need perfection. If it's a test, of course you need to focus. But if we are just in real like English in daily life, we don't need this. Then use body language and tone. This is super important for today as a class because there are things, where you need to take care of the tone and how you say it. Okay, the intonation. It's not the same that you say, for example, you need to help me, uh, and please help me, or you know, you know what I mean. Like the tone makes a really big difference. Then keep it simple, as I tell you before. Always, sometimes it's better to say less and simple than you want to explain so much and then you don't understand yourself and the other person also don't understand you. So if you don't know how to say something, just try to think different, like how, en qué otra manera lo puedo decir, in which other way can I tell the things, and just to keep it simple, a simple sentence like subject plus is verb plus what you need, and that's all. You don't need more, and then you will communicate this. And then don't memorize, just practice. And this is the best way to memorize things, and that is not so boring. Just to practice, and then everything will come when it comes. And yeah, guys, if you want, I would like to ask one advice each of you that you give me, because I also like to learn from people. What helps you? For example, Edwin, which advice or what helps you to for your English every day to get better or to communicate in English? What helps you? Mm, Maria? Maria, guys, you don't hear me? And Edison?
Yes, teacher, I hear you.
Do you have any tips that help you to get better in English?
Like English or communication in specific?
Yeah, to communicate. Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, I think practice is the key. Practice the vocabulary and the communication with others is the key. I usually communicate when I'm like I don't know, playing games. I communicate with other people, and that's how I practice. Or uh, sometimes I practice by myself, like trying to say something that I want to say in Spanish but in English, and then I verify
Mm-hmm.
if it's okay or if I say something wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the good one. Thank you. Alex?
I don't know. I can understand. You are asking about.
What helps you to communicate in English? ¿Qué te ayuda a comunicarte en inglés? ¿Qué consejo?
Oh, okay. I try to choose a word can and try to learn more words and expression of that word can.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to a bit employ another space because I will feel so sad because I cannot give an answer.
I understand. You get frustrated,
Yeah.
but it's good. But you need to try. Okay, it's good that you try. Thank you. Edwin, are you there?
Yes, teacher. Sino que estoy en un lugar donde la conexión a internet es mala.
Okay. Edwin, what help you? Which things help you to communicate in English? I think it's okay with the connection. Let's continue with this activity I got here. I'm gonna send you a link, okay? And you're gonna read some situations. You're gonna find some situations, and you're gonna vote, okay? Like, what would you do in this situation? Van a votar, ¿qué harían en cada situación? I said vote because there are no right answers, okay? This is the link is on the chat. So for example, The first one, you are at a hotel and the room is dirty. What do you say? Do you say like, I don't like this room? Or like, this is unacceptable? Or I'm afraid there is a problem with the room? What do you say at the receptionist? What would you say? And then you need to vote. You choose one answer, okay? You see that some people vote before because I was in a class before, so that's why you see some votes already. Well, you can choose whatever you feel like. Pueden entrar todos, no tienen problema.
Yo ya entré ya ahorita, teacher.
En María,
Estoy tratando de entrar.
bueno. Alex, pasa que los espero para poder avanzar porque, pues para hacerlo entre todos. Edwin, ¿pudiste entrar?
Yes, I can go at the website.
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
I'm in the website.
Okay. Then you need to vote, okay? Mm, Okay, so most of you say, I'm afraid there is a problem with the room. Yeah, like that's the rational thing. Or like, if you are really mad, I think saying this is unacceptable for you, it's okay. I would also say this, you know. Or if the room is too dirty, then I would say this is unacceptable. What about this one? You want to return a shirt, but you lost the receipt. What do you say? Do you say the store has terrible service, or I need my money back, or like, is it possible to return this without a receipt?
The second one.
The store has terrible service. Why? Ah, wait, this one? Is it possible to return this without a receipt?
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, that is correct. You know why? It's your if you don't have your receipt, it's your fault or it's tu culpa si no tienes el recibo. So if you come and you say the store has terrible service, I don't think you're gonna get any share, you know. Better you come polite and then you see if you get it or not, but better to come in a polite way. Um, then we have you are in a restaurant and your order is wrong. What do you say? Like, I'm not eating this, or this food is disgusting, or excuse me, I think this isn't what I ordered. This is really typical. I think once in your life, maybe you get what you didn't ask for. So it's also important to know what to say. And yes, of course, the right choice would be, excuse me, I think this isn't what I ordered. You could also say, I'm not eating this, but first try this, okay? If they don't want to change your order, then you say, I'm not eating this, and then you don't pay. This, it would be the right decision. Now we have, you are late to a doctor's appointment. What do you say? It's not my fault. I'm really sorry for being late. There was traffic, the typical excuse. Or, can you still see me or not? Yeah, I think if there is a world without traffic, we wouldn't be able to say this excuse. So thank God we have this excuse when we arrive late. And yeah, it's like the most common and nice way to say when if you arrive late. Or, you need help finding your gate at the airport. What do you say? You say, tell me where my gate is. Excuse me, could you please help me find gate 21? Or, I'm lost, you need to show me. If you are tourist and you tell me, I'm lost, you need to show me, I kind of would understand. I don't think it's too, too mean if you are a tourist, in case you are like, you don't know your English so well. But if not, I think we have problems. I wouldn't show you the way either. So yeah, the right answer is, excuse me, could you please help me find gate 21? So now you're calling to make a dentist appointment. What do you say? Do you say, I need an appointment? Or, where can I come? Or, the first thing you say is, hello, I would like to schedule a dental appointment, please. Yes, this is the right one. The option. If you would say, for example, hello, I need an appointment, could you please help me? Something like this is also not so bad. What about, you don't understand what someone said in English? What do you say? What? Or do you say it again? Or do you say, sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat it, please? What, one time I was talking with someone and I say, what? But I didn't mean it. I was just very stressed and I didn't think in English like, I need to say please, or, you know, I realized it later that I needed to say in a nice way, but I was so stressed that I said what, and then I say sorry. What do you what do you want? But there are situations for everything, and yeah. So, but don't say what. It's really rude. Also in Spanish, who chose what? Also in Spanish, say what.
I'm gonna be honest, it was me. But I don't say that as something weird. I say something like as we do in Spanish. I don't understand something. I say, okay. I'm like, the person can repeat
Yes,
me. And that,
yes. I know it's like it's a natural way of thinking that you always say what if, but then you realize and then you just oh sorry. Then we have you missed your flight and need help at the airport desk. What do you say? Do you come and say hello? I missed my flight. Is there another one available today? Or I missed my flight. What do you want me to do? Or fix this now. You know, it's your fault anyways if you miss your flight. Or sometimes it's not your fault because there are come situations when sometimes it's not your fault. But you cannot come to the lady and say and tell her, hey, what do you want me to do or like fix this? You know, it's not her problem or their problem either. So you always need to try to be friendly. I think this is the last one. I don't. You are shopping and need a different size. What do you say? Excuse me, do you have this in a different size? Or I want another one. Or this doesn't fit. Give me a new one, which is super rude. But there are people who are like this, you know, even if they talk Spanish or English with you, there are people who are really like this, like give me a new one. It's really yes, guys, super. And I think this is the last one. I hope. I don't know. You arrive at a hotel, but your reservation is missing. What do you say? Do you say that's not my problem? I paid for this, fix it? Or I had a reservation, but it seems there is a mistake. Would you check it for me? I recently had a situation like this. I was in the hotel, they didn't have my reservation. And you know, at the beginning, I arrive, I come and say, hi, good morning, how are you? How was your day? You know, if you are friendly, you get what you want. They tell me they didn't have my reservation or that I make a mistake and that I needed to pay extra. And I say, no, how come it's not possible? You know, you need to play with your words, even in Spanish as well. So people, you know, if you are really bad person or rude and mad, then you say, fix this, I pay for this, you know, I think probably they're not gonna help you so well. So yeah, the third option is the right one. And yeah, we finished. You can close now. This was the activity. You can close. Why I don't see you? Ah, you are here. So you can close the activity. And now we are gonna do also a short activity where you need to say it better. So I tell you a sentence and you need to say it in another way, but better, or that it sounds better, ¿ok? Que suene mejor, pero diferente, o sea, la oración tienen que decir lo mismo, pero diferente y si pueden, mejor, o sea, más amable y así. Entonces, María, I want a new room. How can you say this in a nicer way?
Um, yo diría algo como, excuse me, but I am not happy with this room. Will it be possible to get a different one?
Yeah, super. You can, yes, Maria, you can have a new room. Of course, good. Now, Alex, how would you say this is wrong? Like in a better way?
I try to think that, please, look for another time. Uh, this is strange. Please recapture.
Redo it, something like this. What other way? Uh, yes, those also the
Una pregunta sobre, digamos, las
it's
homologaciones.
not good what
Que yo
you
no
did.
tengo
Could you do it?
Try to choose another option.
Exactly. That's also another way uh, to say it. Yeah. Thank you, Alex. Now,
Of course.
Edison, give me the manager.
Okay, be something like, can I speak to your manager, or can you tell me where the manager is?
Yeah, this is good. Thank you, Edison. Edwin, you are late.
Teacher, I noticed that you're a bit late. Is everything okay?
Yes, so really good, Edwin. Yes, sometimes if you don't know how to say someone you are late in everything, okay, this question also is for everything. It helps for everything. Really nice. Thank you, Edwin. Maria, fix this now.
Ay, perdón, pensé que tenía el micrófono prendido. Yo diría como, could you please fix this as soon as possible?
Nice, nice way. Thank you, Maria. Maria is super polite. uh, Alex, that's not my problem.
Situation. I really cannot do anything. Try to
Mhm.
find where, try to find help in another way with another people.
Okay, yeah, that's a good way. Thank you, Alex. Edison, you need to do it.
Okay, okay, this is a tough one, and would be um,
Imagine you are in a with your coworker, and he says, Edison, do this. How you tell him, no, you need to do it.
um, would be something like, sorry, I'm very busy. Can you do it for me, or can you do it and then I'll help you with something else? I don't know. It's not like a
Okay.
demand.
Yeah, it's good. Thank you, Edison. No, it's good. You are too nice. Sometimes it happened to me also with a coworker. Or you can also say things like, "Oh, this is not my responsibility. You need to do it," or things like this in a nice way. But yeah, super nice how you did it. Edwin, you're how I
Yes.
don't like it.
I'm not quite sure this aligns with my preference.
Oh, Edwin, yeah, good. That's good. Really polite. So guys, now we are gonna well, let me check. Yeah, before we have like a role play activity, I have this activity. I'm gonna send you the link on Padlet. I explain you. Let me just give me a moment. So it's on the chat, okay? Please go on this link, and you're gonna find some pictures and situations like at the airport, at the store, restaurant, and hotel. So please write one sentence. You're gonna imagine you are in the airport in a situation, and you're gonna write a sentence related to this situation. Okay, so if you're at the airport, you can say, for example, excuse me, could you help me to find my gate? Or excuse me, where I need the ATM, where can I find it? Or I lost my flight, my flight, what can I do? You know, like any situation that you can find, and then you write it. You write what you're asked for. Okay, van a imaginarse que están en el lugar y que necesitan algo, ayuda o alguna cosa, y van a escribir una oración relacionada a la situación. ¿Ok? Si tienen preguntas, me dejan saber.
Teacher, una pregunta. ¿Cada uno debe escoger uno solo o...?
No, es una pregunta por cada situación, porque como se puede presentar varios problemas en un solo lugar, entonces te imaginas cualquier problema y escribes como así, dependiendo de la situación, ¿entiendes?
Ok, o sea, serían 4 preguntas.
Sí, 4.
Ok, gracias.
Um, while Edison and Maria finishes, I'm gonna read meanwhile the answers. Okay. So for the first one at the airport, we have wait. Mm, Edwin, could you please help me and read the three questions here at the airport?
Of course, teacher. So the airport, so excuse me, could you help me with my flight details? I'm a bit confused about the departure time.
And the other two, please.
In store, I'm afraid there's a problem with the price on this item. Could you please check it for me? Excuse me, could you kindly recommend something for the menu? I having trouble deciding. I'm
Deciding.
afraid I'm afraid there's an illness with the room. Could you please assist me in finding a solution?
Thank you, Edwin. I like your questions. They are good. Mm, Alex, could you please read your questions?
The tutor. I wrote my questions, but I look that doesn't appear here. I don't know why.
I thought you wrote 4 questions for one time, but it's also okay. Don't worry. You can read all your questions here. These ones for the restaurant. These are
Uh,
yours. Huh?
yeah.
You can read these ones, please.
Okay. But I must to read the question of different classmates or not.
And no, read just your questions, your answers. These are your answers, right?
Ah, okay. An awesome partner.
Yeah.
Entonces, so I would start. I prefer this restaurant for this flavor, but in this order right now, you are not giving me my order. Could you help me, please? Another question. The pasta doesn't get tomatoes. Such. Could you give me some of this? And the rest one. In this moment, my order is so late. Could you rechange the money at me? And the final, could you send some vegetables after 7 p.m.? Thanks.
Good. Thank you, Alex. Here you can use return the money. Okay? Sounds better. Return the money to me. Yeah, but the rest are good. Okay, this one I understand for the flavors. Okay. Okay, good. Thank you, Alex. Edison, could you please read your questions?
Yes, teacher, give me a second. Okay, for the airport, I wrote, excuse me, can you tell me where there is the baggage claim? I need to pick up my bags. I'm in a hurry. From the store, I said, could you please tell me if this product applies to the discount that you currently have? For the restaurant, excuse me, I didn't order a soda. That was my friend. I ordered a cold tea. For the hotel, excuse me, I think the TV of my room is broken. Can you check if something's wrong with it, or can you be so kind to change me to another room?
Thank you, Edison. That's good. Also, this one about the discount, it's good. Maria, could you please read your answers?
Yes. Um, Airport, excuse me, could you please help me with directions to my gate? I am a bit lost. Store, excuse me, could you tell me where I can find the electronics sections? In the restaurant, I am afraid there's a problem with my order. Could you please check it? In hotel, excuse me, could you please send someone to check the air condition? It's not working properly.
Good. Nice. Thank you, guys. I think it was not so difficult or for you. I hope not. Because now this was like writing and so, but now so you practice before we gonna speak. Um, and now we are gonna do the speaking part and the role play. And what we're gonna do is you're gonna do this activity in pairs, okay? And one of you is gonna be the guest, the other the customer, or the other is gonna be the working and the other staff, or the other is gonna be the receptionist and the other person the guest, like this. Okay, you're gonna find some situations. Okay, for example, I don't know. For example, this one with the at a restaurant you receive the wrong order. Let's say you get this one. And it says you order a vegetarian dish, but you receive something else. And someone's gonna be customer and someone's gonna be the waiter. So let's say I am the waiter and I don't know, Edwin is the customer. So Edwin needs to tell me that he got the wrong dish and he orders something else, and if he please wants can change the order, or what else can you do, you know? And you need to pretend and use the right expressions. um, yeah, everything how we've been practicing till now. Okay. Sorry. Mm, yeah, do you have questions?
Teacher.
Okay, good. So for this, then Edwin is gonna participate with Maria, okay, and Edison with Alex, okay. And so let's say that Maria and Edwin first, okay. Let's see what you get with situation. Mm, So in a store, you want a refund without the receipt. So let's see, let me see. So in a store, you want a refund without the receipt. You both, so Maria both should. Later we're gonna change, okay? Later Maria will be, let's say, the receptionist, and then no, so one person practice questions and stuff, and the other answers, both. So later we will exchange this. So in this case, then Maria is gonna be a customer, okay? You're gonna buy, so you both a shirt last week, okay, Maria? But now you want to return it because you don't, I don't know. you will see which reason you want, and then, but you don't have the reason, okay? And Edwin is gonna be the store clerk, okay? Mm, so try to explain your situation and ask for a refund or exchange, how you want. Mm, you can start when you want, okay? So of course, Maria needs to start because she's coming to the store and you need the store clerk, okay? So you can go ahead, Maria. And of course, it's like a conversation, so Edwin, please pay attention, okay? Maria, do you have a question?
No, teacher.
Okay, but you need to start, okay? To Edwin, like, hi, I need, I don't know, I bought a a shirt, like pretend you are at the store and you need a refund.
Ok. Estoy pensando en la idea.
Dale, no problem.
Tengo una inquietud.
Sí, Alex.
¿Cuál situación nos preestableciste, tutora?
No, primero es el turno de María y Edwin, luego tú participas con ellos en la siguiente, ¿ok? Y miramos qué situación les toca.
De acuerdo, gracias.
Ya estoy lista.
Listo, María. So, Edwin, please be there.
Hi, excuse me. I bought this shirt last week, but I like to return it. Unfortunately, I lost the receipt.
Edwin, María is talking to you.
Hello, of course. What day did you buy it?
María, what day did you buy it? Ask.
¿Puede repetirme la pregunta?
What day did you buy it? What day?
The Monday last week.
Let me check the system. In whose name is the invoice?
No entendí el final. Lo siento.
A
Don't
nombre de quién
worry.
está la factura.
¿Cómo?
¿A qué nombre está la factura? Te pregunto.
My name, María Contreras.
Edwin, chicos, don't be nervous.
Let me see the garment and its condition. And please, can you choose another one?
Okay, thank you for your help.
Nice, good,
Please,
good, guys. Guys, it needs to be a little bit more natural, okay? You did good, really good. Just the next round, a little bit more like a conversation, you know? But you did good. It's okay.
Thank you.
Nice. So Maria got her t-shirt back or found back. Now Edison and Alex. So Edison and Alex, at a hotel the air conditioner doesn't work. En un hotel el aire acondicionado no funciona. Entonces, this one. So, Edison, you're gonna be the receptionist this time, and Alex, you're gonna be the guest. Okay, vas a ser el huésped. That means, Alex, you are staying in a hotel. The air conditioner is broken. You need to use polite language to report the problem and ask for a solution. So you report the problem and ask for a solution. Okay, Alex? Then you need to start
Hey,
because you are the one who's gonna report the problem. Okay?
okay. Uh, hey there. I wanna talk about a problem in my room. Could you help me?
Sure. What problems are you experiencing in your room?
For more than 1 hour, I'm trying to turn on the air conditioner, but it doesn't work.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. Do you want to turn the air conditioner to be heat or more cold to your room?
I want to know that the room feels so so cold because I feel so warm.
Excuse me. You want it to be colder or warmer? I didn't understand. Sorry.
I want to feel colder.
Okay, you want the room to be colder. Okay. I think we have a room with some a balcony that leads to the pool. I think if you keep it open, you could get more cold in your room while we try to fix the air conditioner.
It sounds good, but if you can, I can change the room. Just tell me, and I will do it.
Yeah, sure. You can go to that room. It's the 206. So you can stay there that night while we fix the air conditioner. We appreciate your concernings.
Okay, I will be waiting for.
Okay. So good, guys. Really good. That was natural and you found a solution. Sometimes we have hard guests, and then you need to always keep your peace and be polite. If you ever work with custom service, eh, it's hard, but these activities they help you in English to know what to do. And now we're gonna do a little bit different. Okay, we exchange classmates. So this time, Edwin, Maria, and Edison and Maria, because Edwin already worked with Maria. Edison and Maria, and Alex with Edwin. Okay, So now comes Maria and Edison this round. Another one because this we did already. Yeah, at the airport you missed your flight. Okay. This time Maria is gonna be the airline staff, okay? You're gonna work at the airline, and Edison is gonna make his complaint, so he's gonna be the passenger. And so Edison, you arrived late, and then the flight has already left. Okay, you need to ask if there is another flight and try to rebook it. Okay, so because you are the passenger who needs help, then you need to start the conversation. Okay.
Okay, excuse me, I missed my flight from here to Toronto. Is there any chance that I could book the flight, or that I can get my money back since I didn't use the ticket?
Lo siento, estoy teniendo problemas con mi internet. ¿Podrías hablar un poquito más lento?
Okay, okay. Excuse me, I missed my flight from here to Toronto. Can you help me to rebook it, or can you give me a refund for my money?
Okay, let me check that for you. Um, I'm afraid the flight has already departed. You might need to speak with the customer service desk to see you options for rebooking.
Oh, okay. I get it. Thanks for the advice, I guess.
¿Puedes repetirlo, por favor?
Thanks. I get it. I appreciate the advice. I will talk to the air staff to rebook my flight.
Teacher, lo siento, es que mi internet me
Mhm.
está cobrando y escucho
Don't
muy en...
worry, Maria. Don't worry. You already participate the most. Also. It's okay. But really good. The important here was so Edison made his part in to make a complaint. Thank you, Edison and Maria. Now we're gonna do Edwin and Alex to finish the roleplay situation part. Okay. A job interview, apply for a part-time job. So,
Could you
uh,
repeat? Could you repeat? I can understand.
yes, don't worry. It's okay. I'm gonna explain. So, Alex, you're gonna be the manager, okay? And Edwin, you're gonna be the job applicant. So, Alex, Edwin is gonna come to you. No, yes, it's gonna come to you because he has an interview, okay? You're gonna ask him two questions because an interview can be so long. So, just two questions, okay? You need to questions about experience and ability. Okay, one about experience and one about ability. And yeah, Edwin is gonna answer. Okay, do you understand, Alex?
So
Es una
Uh,
entrevista de trabajo y Edwin te va a hacer,
yo lo
Edwin
voy
viene
a
a ti,
preguntar. Sí,
eso,
yo soy
tú
el
eres el
jefe.
entrevistador. Ujú. Pero
Ah,
solamente
preguntas.
dos preguntas. Ajá. Y tener en cuenta que aquí dice, to work at a coffee shop, es una cafetería. ¿No?
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, you can start.
Okay. They're aspirant. I wanna know if you were before to a cafe and for how many time? Please tell me. ¿No me escucharon? Hola.
Edwin, Edwin, are you there?
Yes, yes, I'm here. So, hello, I'm Edwin. Yes, I have worked in cafes several times.
Okay.
Eh,
And the principal question. Do you know how to prepare a latte or cappuccino? Tell me, please.
Yes, the both.
Okay. So please give me um example.
Excuse me, can you give me more information about the job opening?
Try to prepare a latte or cappuccino, and the less time that you can do it.
Alex asked him something about availability, ability, como cuando puede estar disponible para el trabajo, algo así.
Mm, tell me about your time to your time for week on a week and weekends. I'm so interested that you can help us on Sundays since AM at 8 p.m. Could you help me or not?
Yes, I'm free every day.
Okay, I think that you will be a new worker in this cafeteria. Welcome back.
Okay, thank you so much.
Nice, thank you guys. Good. Okay, so now we finish with this part. I hope it was not so difficult for you. Uh, Now I want to ask you one question before we finish. Okay. And it's just about to reflect on your speaking. Um, so, Maria, what expression did you use today? Maria left. Maria is scared to talk. Okay, Alex. What was difficult for you?
Difficult in who aspect?
In general, in the whole class.
In this class, or try to explain more, please.
Yeah, like what was difficult for you in general, like in the activities, in the role play activity, for example. What was difficult for you to express your ideas, your opinion, to talk, to understand? I don't know. Is there something it was difficult for you?
Mm, in this session, no. I I could understand all the phrases and interaction. I feel fine
Mhm.
for that reason. Thank you.
Okay, okay, good. Thank you. Maria, you came back. Maria, what expression did you use today, or did you like today to use, or did you learn uh, from today's class? Ah,
Teacher,
Maria.
siento, la escucho muy entrecortada. Si se dio cuenta, hasta el internet me sacó.
Ah, don't worry, it's okay. We almost finished anyways. Was it difficult for you class? Today's class?
Nothing.
Okay, good. Edison, which situation did you enjoy the most?
Situation like what in the workplace?
Sorry?
Uh, what do you mean with situation? Like the activities or in the role play? In role
Mm-hmm.
play? Oh,
In general.
in general? No, I think it was the role play. It was fun. I wish it was longer, but it was like the most enjoyable part that I can recall.
It's fun. I think it's fun. It was a fun activity as well. Thank you. And Edwin, what can you improve for next time? What do you think?
Teacher, the next time I wanna work on using a calmer tone of voice, remembering to smile when asking for help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. There is always something for each of us to improve. Guys, before we finish the class, I want to ask you something. I normally don't like giving homework or, you know, we have pretty much to do with our own lives. But this doesn't take you so much time, to be honest. Maybe just 5 minutes from your 5, 10 minutes from your day. Let's next Tuesday is the last class. Okay. And I would like to see or to hear you talking, okay? And I would like you to prepare a short 5 minutes presentation, minimum 3 minutes, okay? But between 3 or 5 minutes, it's okay. About any topic you like. Could be, these are some examples, but you can talk about anything. So If you want to talk about a place you want to visit, so for example, which place, why do you choose that place, if there is something interesting about that place, everything about it. Or your favorite series or movie, why you like it, why, which characters they have, what is it about, and so on. Or your dream job or a social issue you can care about. And one time for an English class, I talk about, I think, how to learn German. So you can also talk about if you want to talk about a game or if you want to talk about how you learn English or anything, or if you want to talk about you like cooking, your favorite meals, how to prepare your favorite meal. It could be anything. If you want to do slides, a presentation in Canva, you can do it. If you don't want, it's not a problem, but have a preparation. And you can share a picture, okay? You can share a picture if you want. And just that. Do you have questions?
No, teacher. For me, it's good.
Okay, so if you don't have questions, then that's all. I will post this in the group, okay? So you see, you remember. And thank you for your attendance. I hope you have a nice weekend, and then we see us on Tuesday. Don't forget, it's the last class, so don't miss it.
Okay, teacher. Thank you. Have a great day too.
Teacher, see you.
Bye, thank
The best
you.
wishes.
Bye.
Goodbye.